ともみんなに伝えています。
Of course, Nathan is the first one in here. Oh boy. Hi guys, welcome. We're just waiting for everybody to log on right now. Sorry, I had to mute Ueno-san's mic. All right. Ooh, okay. We've got a couple people in. Yeah. Welcome, welcome. I'm going to wait just another moment or so before we begin. I think you guys all know already, but please say hi in the chat and tell us where you're from. Make sure that you change to all panelists and attendees so everybody can see what you're typing, not just the panelists. Reiko is here. Reiko Hirai from DC Sake. Awesome. Yes, thank you so much for helping support this event and putting those sake on sale for the DC area.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. We also have, I believe Sachiko-san is in here today. I haven't seen you in a minute. Please text us. And we also have Dilali. Thank you for coming. All right, cool. Wow, awesome. Okay, let's just go ahead and get started. So today we're going to be learning a little bit about Izumibashi Brewery. They're located in Kanagawa, I believe. So just to let you guys know, my name is Ida Vong. I believe you've seen me at all the sake school events, but I am a sake specialist. I usually work for a mutual trading company, but I do help out with Sake School of America. So the first person I want to introduce today is Hashiba-san. So he is the president of Izumibashi. Hashiba-san, can you say hi for us? I think he might be a little shy right now.
挨拶してください。
はい、どうも。Hello everyone. My name is Hashiba.
Perfect.
Thank you for your meeting.
And then next up, we have Abe-san, Kayoko Abe-san. She is a brand ambassador for Izumibashi, and she also is the founder and president of Mugen and Sake Mugen in DC, right?
Yes.
Washington, DC.
Yes. Hi, everybody. Thank you for coming, and please enjoy.
Thank you so much, Abe-san. And she actually even wore like a kimono today. It's amazing. I don't know how she does it. She's amazing. And next up, we also have Rachel Fikowski. She is one of the Sake School of America's instructors. Did you want to say hi, Rachel?
Hello. Hi, everybody. It's great to see you. We have an amazing presentation. Everyone worked so hard, except me. I'm just here as a big fan.
Thank you, Rachel. And we also have Sarah Gudabak. She is also one of our sake instructors as well. Did you want to say hi?
Everybody, I'm really excited about this presentation. Izumibashi is one of a handful of breweries that is really a grower and a producer. So really important in the wine industry, really important in the sake industry. I'm super excited to show you everything that they do.
And last but not least, we have Ueno-san, who is the founder of Sake School of America, and he'll be leading the tasting portion of today's event.
Welcome. This is gonna be a really great webinar, and I'm so excited to have Hashiba Shacho here and introducing his sake and his great rice farming practice too. So enjoy.
Thank you so much, Ueno-san. So we're gonna go ahead and learn a little bit about the brewery first, the location, the rice philosophy, and of course about sustainability and modern agriculture using current technologies. Then we'll have a actual live virtual brewery tour, which Hashiba-san is gonna lead us on. That's like the most exciting thing. We just found out like recently that we're gonna do that. So we're excited. Then after that, we're gonna have a little bit of a tasting portion featuring 4 of Izumibashi's sakes. And then we'll have a little bit of a continuation of the presentation. We're going to learn about the why they use dragonflies and like the logo and things like that. Then we'll have a little bit of a Q&A. So if you have any questions, please use the Q&A function. We'll try to keep track of the chat, but other than that, try to keep your questions for the end. All right, so go ahead and take it away, Hashiba-san. Onegai shimasu. ミュートされてます。OK。
スタートしてください。
Okay, hello. Welcome to Izumibashi Sake Brewery. My brewery was founded 1857 and 163 years now. I'm Yuichi Hashiba and 6th generation owner. And I'm with Kayoko Abe. She's our brand ambassador. She's located in Washington, D.C. If you have any questions, please contact her. This is our company philosophy. We are determined to produce only the finest quality sake by hand. We use sustainable farming practices, cultivating and polishing our own rice. I will explain about Izumibashi Brewery. We are crafting our sake from field to bottle. This is a very rare case in Japan. Most breweries purchase their rice from outside organizations. We are one of very few who carefully handle every step from the rice field to the final product. We manage the rice fields 46 hectares in total. And next is about our motto. Great sake begins in the rice fields. We use sustainable practices in farming and brewing to protect our people, the planet, and the future of Izumibashi. We only produce Jumanshu sake with no additives or added alcohol. This sake is made from only 4 ingredients: rice, pure water, yeast, and koji. It's the purest form of sake. Our sustainable farming practices ensure that pesticides are used only as the very last resort. In most cases, we never use them. Our brewery keeps the tradition of using Kimoto method when producing our yeast culture. My brewery is located in Kanagawa Prefecture, south of Tokyo. It's one of the closest breweries to the center of Tokyo. 1 hour by train from Tokyo Station. When you visit Tokyo, I recommend that you also visit Izumibashi. Next, this is a map around my brewery. Tanzaro Mountains is located in the western half of Kanagawa Prefecture, and it's also a water source area. 3 rivers start from there, and my brewery is located in the plains and agricultural areas that those rivers created long ago. As a result of excavation, it's famous that rice has been cultivated for at least 2,200 years. We grow our rice at 5 rice fields on the right side of the central flowing Sagami River. It's about 25 kilometers from upstream to downstream. There are differences in soil and climate, and we enjoy the differences as the difference between sake and taste. This is a photograph of rice field of Ebina in early August. The white building in the center is my brewery. You can see Tanzaro Mountains on your right. Next is the story of water and water supply. The rich water produced by Tanzania mountains is used for rice fields as irrigation systems. Also, natural water for sake brewing is subsoil pump water from 100 meters underground. The water is high minerals and hard water. Hard water makes dry sake with mineral character. We believe it's a challenge to produce delicate, balanced sake with this water. And we use special techniques at our brewery to accomplish this. Next is sake rice, which we cultivate in Kanagawa Prefecture. One is Yamada Nishiki, the most famous and expensive in Japan. Yamada Nishiki cultivate in Kanagawa is ranked 20th out of 47 prefectures. And Izumibashi is the biggest grower of Yamada Nishiki in Kanagawa. And then next, the other Raku fumai. This is the latest sake rice made in 2011. Currently, Izumibashi is only rice cultivator in Japan. In addition, Yamada Nishiki and Raku fumai, we also grow omachi rice and shinriki rice. We cultivate a total of 4 varieties. This page explains the cultivated areas and varieties of Izumibashi direct farming and 7 contacted farmers. Next is about Raku fumai. Raku fumai is a cross of dontokoi, a table rice, and goyakumangok. It produces sake with very bright and clean aromas and flavors. We want everyone to drink this rare Raku fumai sake. Next is our modern farming. Drones are used to obtain data about the rice growth. This data is used to develop a standard for the rice so that the sake taste and aroma is enhanced. Specifically, in the summer, we use the drone near-infrared camera to measure the photosynthesis intensity of each white marking spots in the rice fields. This is called NDVI. And next, following autumn, we measure protein content of the harvest rice at the same white marking point. As a result, we can see the correlation between summer LDVI, autumn protein, and the application of summer fertilizer. We can record the total protein content in each rice field. The protein content is an important sake brewing indicator. Previously, farmers have been working through the rice fields, judging rice quality based on their own experience. Now, we are developing standards and consistency in the rice protein use. Last month, NHK Evening News in Japan introduced my brewery's drone-based agriculture. Please watch the video.
ドローンですね。
はい、ドローンが飛んでいるのはですね、酒米用の田んぼの上空です。
田んぼですか。
神奈川県と慶応大学の協力で上空からカメラで撮影し、稲の生育状況を効率的に調べる実験を行っているんです。
田んぼには実はムラがあるんだっていうことがもっとね上から見てさらにこう全体像が理解できたらよりいいものにしたいっていうところです。
田んぼにはムラがある。
はい、これまでは人が色の濃さや背丈を見て稲の生育状況を判断していました。
薄いと結局知力が与えなくて今養分をもっと欲してるっていう状態。濃ければそ その後追肥っていうのはやらなくても大丈夫だっていう営業状態が天候でも変わってしまうので。
しかしこの酒造会社ではおよそ450枚もの田んぼで酒米を育てていて、人の力では限界があり、一部だけしかチェックできませんでした。
こうやって行くって手作業なんですね。
大変です。一方、上空から撮影した画像を分析すれば、全ての田んぼの生育状況を効率的に知ることができるんですよね。
濃い緑になればなるほど緑が濃い。
こちらがその画像です。色の濃い部分が成長が活発なところで、成長の度合いを見ながら肥料の量を調整することができます。
微妙に色が違いますね。
はい。さらにドローンに搭載されているカメラは、成長が活発な時に多く反射する近赤外線を捉えることができます。こうした情報を分析することで、より日本酒に適したお米の栽培につなげることができるといいます。
農業と酒造り両方やる人間たちが新しいその視点が入ることによって、よりこう見えなかったものが見えてきて、何かこう新しい酒造り、米作りが始まるようなことを期待しています。
Thank you. The use of IT technology to produce high-quality crops is called precision agriculture. We value the fusion of traditional style and modern technology in agriculture. Thank you. And next, dragonflies live in our paddies. They are the symbol of good luck, strength, and future in battle. We preserve the natural creatures in our paddies to keep our lives and the planet healthy. Here, you can see the cycle of farming through the seasons. We invite customers from around the world to participate in our rice transplanting. Our brewery's employees are also farmers who knows how to operate agricultural machinery and equipment. We support rice growing in summer. We are trying to avoid using pesticides. We remove weeds manually or using handmade tools. Again, we invite people from around the world to celebrate our rice harvest. In the winter, we only have a few inches of snow in winter, but not much in comparison to the northern rice farming area. Again, we invite our customers from all over the world. Next, the characteristic of Izumibashi Sake Brewing is that it's a small company that can handcrafted sake in each step. We retain the traditional Japanese sake brewing technique. Its methods require more time and effort, such as making handmade koji, using the kimoto method, and pressing the sake by a traditional press machine called fune. After you can see these in our brewery. Next, this is our first year of Kastori Shochu production through the distillation of sake leaves. We send the byproduct to the local chicken farm after production. We then purchase and use the eggs in our restaurant. Next, video 2. We are honored that Izumibashi and Mr. Ikegami, he's one of the members of our farmers, were featured on CNBC last summer for our work in agricultural sustainability. Video start.
This man is part of literally a dying breed, the Japanese farmer. Like his father, grandfather, and great-grandfather, Takaaki Ikegami grows rice in Ebina, a sleepy suburb 50 kilometers outside of Tokyo, but not just on his own land. Ikegami tells me that many farmers who've left the industry let him farm their land for free because they'd have to pay tax if they left their fields fallow. Ikegami is one of Japan's modern-day sharecroppers. He leads a cooperative of other people like himself who are helping to keep farmers and farming alive. Since 1990, the number of farmers in Japan has more than halved. Most are 65 or older. Their children don't want to do the same kind of work. They prefer city jobs. So farmers are in short supply and more expensive to hire. Labor and land, which has always been expensive in Japan, are still the biggest costs in farming. Ikegami's cooperative gets around both problems. They farm other people's land, pay no rent, and keep everything they grow. Win-win for farmers and landowners. Half of their crop goes to people making bento lunchboxes. The other half goes to the man who started the cooperative 20 years ago, Yuichi Hashiba, who's keeping his family's tradition of brewing sake alive. Hashiba tells me the cooperative was his answer to the crisis in Japanese farming. He gets almost all of his rice, the main ingredient in making sake, from the cooperative in Ebina and the region nearby. He says it's much cheaper than trucking it in from further away and gives him more control over the quality of the rice. An asset-light business model and a virtuous circle that's made Hashiba as well as Ikegami very successful. You know, it's true that in general, farming is a hard and dying way of making a living here in Japan. But with the right place, the right time, the right people, and the right ideas, Ikegami-san and his other farmers in the cooperative have become so successful, they're starting to steadily buy up real estate in the area. For centuries, rice has been an almost sacred part of Japan's culture. Today, though, Japanese are eating less rice than ever before. Partly changing tastes, partly demographics, a shrinking population, which makes farming more challenging than ever, despite rare success stories like Ikegami and Hashiba's.
So, Hashiba-san is currently making his way to the brewery to kind of give us a little tour and peek inside. So when he's ready, he'll pop on. But until then, I think that's so amazing that they're able to start buying up like the real estate and everything like that. Don't you guys think?
Yeah, I mean, I went to his place 2 years ago, and I was so amazed about how he's buying the land and start farming the rice field. And also, I was so amazed at how his presentation when we visited them was really superb. And I said, Hashiba-san, you gotta do this by yourself. And he was like at the beginning, he was, no, I have to ask Abe-san to help me. And I said, no, you don't need to. And he's doing very well. And this is, I met him coincidentally in Tokyo with Kimijima Shacho when Kimijima Shacho asked me to join him for dinner, and he was there at Izumibashi, and we start drinking, and then next day we visited them. I was like, what? So, and I think he's going to his backyard. I mean, their farm. I mean, a rice field now.
Yeah, look at those. He's talking, but we can't hear him.
Hashiba-san、ミュートされてます。
Yeah,
OK、聞こえますか？
That's good. That's good. Yeah.
OK。もっとこっち。Here is our rice, one of rice field. 向こうに、this is our breweries. 危ない。見えますか？ Can you see?
Yes, はい、見えます。
Yes.
That's a great shot of a natural
So cool.
sun-drying rice. Let's
Over
get a
there,
closer look.
you can see the mountains.
Oh.
And the mountain is area of water supply. Okay. And you can see rice Yamada Nishiki. Now season is last of harvest season, and almost Yamada Nishiki is already harvested. And these are after harvest. Okay, after harvest. Okay. なんかこんなんで大丈夫ですか？
大丈夫です。社長、次行ってください。
はい、じゃあ次、
社長お米の、
はい、
社長お米の乾かしてるとかありますよね、今そこに。
あ、はい。
稲の。
あ、これですね。
はい。
That is so rare to see sun drying rice.
This is just straw.
Oh, damn.
This straw is for our restaurant. And なんていうか、なんていうか、roast smoke. This is for smoke. Okay?
Yeah, at the restaurant, we use a lot of the hay for the roasting, and so when we are doing the food pairing with Izumibashi sake, so the taste and the aroma is come from also this rice plant, and will match with the sake.
That's amazing. You guys got to go visit.
Yeah, you should.
Next, we'll go to the polishing area.
And he's going to be introducing later about his location, the brewery location, and also his restaurant later on, closer to Ebina Station. It's, you know, it's really close from Tokyo.
This is a polishing area, and it's very noisy. Sorry. Okay. This is a big machine, is a polishing machine. Okay. Now we are polishing now.
That's amazing.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow. Now it, you know, and this is a polishing aim is 50%. Now it's 72%. Okay.
Okay.
Wow. I've never seen the actual machine up close before. That's really cool.
Yeah.
What kind of rice is it this time?
This is Yamada Nishiki.
Yamada Nishiki.
Yes.
So the goal is 50% for Daiginjo grade for this rice.
Yes. This 50% of Yamada Nishiki is for yeast cultivate by Kimoto method. Okay. And this is Ueno-san's request. This is old polishing machine.
Inside of the machine, polishing machine, this is a Kongo roll.
Wow.
Yes, Kongo roll, yes.
Yeah.
Turn round like this. We polish the rice. Okay?
Yeah. That's what I want him to show you guys, because you know, not too often you can see the inside of the polishing machine. This stone inside.
Yeah. Everybody always asks too, how do you polish?
Yeah.
That's how you do it.
Okay. Next is you can see a house. This is my house. Okay. Beautiful.
And brewery recently renovated the inside. They make a terrace, so the customer can drink and at the event.
This is a outside terrace for COVID-19.
It's beautiful. It's so beautiful.
Yeah. Okay. And this is a shop. This is a shop. Okay. If you come to our brewery, you can try sake here. Okay.
Ooh.
Tasting.
Tasting, yes.
Tasting, and you can buy some product.
Very cute.
Well, I want that T-shirt.
I know.
Okay. And next is underground water pump room. Okay. But this year is the first time in 25 years we replace the pump, underground pump. This is that 25 years ago. Okay, and the new one is in the 100 meter under. Okay. 見えるか？見える？映ってる？でこれね、ここからここから100メーター下まで行ってます。なんか見えますかね？
Yes, yes.
はい。
That's fine.
Okay.
見えます。
まあ井戸ですね、井戸。アンダーグラウンドウォーターです。今工事中です。Now is we are
under the construction.
Yes. And this is office. Okay. First floor is staff room, and the second floor is my room. And last, this is a なんだっけな、酒 making.
酒 pressing.
酒袋
No, 酒作りの酒蔵ですね。蔵。
And the building he's entering is the actual the brewery. So first of all, you have to sanitize and you have to change your shoes and wear
And then
the protect the
カメラ
hat.
マン、自分に変えてみて。Now cameraman is Mr. Tanaka.
田中さん。
田中さん、おはようございます。
What time do you working today?
This morning, 4 a.m.
4 a.m.
4 a.m. Wow.
お疲れ様です。
Okay, this is this なんていうかな、near entrance there isなんていうかな、the place for washing rice and steaming rice. Okay, this is なんていうか、
koshiki.
pot and koshiki.
The steamer.
Koshiki is a steamer. Yes. Okay.
そこでもわがまですね。The わがま。
そうです。
そう、わがま。日本語でいいですか？
どうぞ。
わがまと古式ですね。それからこれが映りますかね。This is a cooler for steamed rice. Cooler. And はい。おはようございます。He's Mr. Obara from Iwate Prefecture.
おはようございます。
He's in charge of washing rice and steaming rice. 大丈夫だ。動いてないのに。
Ooh. What kind of rice are we handling today?
何の酒米ですか？
山田錦の 50%。
This is Yamada Niski of 50% polish rate. 竹米ですね。麹米じゃなくて。
It's for making the adding to the.
Okay. で、this is なんていうの？まあ、麹米を洗うための。
The basket for the making the washing the 麹米。
Okay. で、
ちょっと画像がブレてます。
Oh, we're getting cut off a little.
次、we introduce you 画像がブレてる。大丈夫かな？見ます？
ちょっと画像が、大丈夫です。はい、大丈夫です。今大丈夫です。
大丈夫ですか？今、工事ルームを見せますので。
Oh. The infamous koji room.
開けて大丈夫？
Here we go.
見えるかな？そば行ってよ。
Oh my god.
彼は、he's
猫字。
Mr. 犬塚。He is in charge of koji making.
Wow.
How long are you? 30. He's 33 years old.
Amazing.
すごい。
Okay, and then this is one of koji making room, and my company making koji by all koji buta, and 今これ中仕事ですよね。
中仕事。
レコージ？
中仕事。
レコージでした。
レコージ。
すいません。レコージです。
レコージ。
レコージ。
The koji means the koji is finished.
Yes.
Are you going to use it today?
今日使いますか？これ使いますか？これは使いますか今日？
明日何？明日使います。Tomorrow we use this. And
So
this
they do a
is
little
Yamada-nishi
karashi.
55%
Dry.
polishing ですよ。見える？
Wow.
よく見えますか？
はい。おー見える。
見えますか？
Looks a little fuzzy.
Yeah,
で
it's like
あの
the
These are dragonfly mark.
That's cute.
Forget the t-shirt. I want one of these.
Okay.
next time I'm gonna bring back to you.
Thank you. ありがとう。頑張ってね。Good work. Okay. じゃあ次は Next is East cultivating room. Okay.
守護室。
守護室です。
Just me, or was the koji room very large?
Yeah, very
Seemed
large.
big, yeah.
We have 3 koji room.
Are they all
Laptop
different
in it.
sizes? Like
Okay.
this is the large one and the other two were very small?
Literally, I think it's they have the same size. Yeah.
And then these are woody
船。
なんだ船じゃない。このなんだっけ？オケってなんていうの？
あ、
ウッディバレル for 木本メイキング。
木本メイキング。
半切りオケ。半切りオケです。
そうですね。
で、これが木本の。
マシン。
So it's to make kimoto.
It's a
Yes.
mashing tub, yes. They divide the shubo into the tubs and use the stick for yamaroshi.
Now, okay. それ
They
か
have
ら
a very dark wood. Do you know what kind of wood these are? Are they like persimmon or
これは
something?
何の木ですか？
これは全部シダーです。ジャパニーズシダー。杉です。
次
で、一緒に、This is a 船、先にこっち行こう。先に、麹メイキングルームに行きます。これじゃないや、ライト、シュボ、イーストメイキングルームです。で、He's 高橋さん、in charge
おはよう
in
ございます
charge。of East cultivate and polishing rice. Both. こっちと、何これ？これ何？
今から気温を測りますね。
He measures the temperature. Now.
今、まさに糖度を落ち着かせようとしているので、昨日12.4度だったので、今朝そのプラス3度を目指してるんですね。
So yesterday was a
昨日の
14
操作で 12.4 プラス3
and
度を目指して
today we would like to increase that 3 Celsius more, so 17
12.5、
Celsius.
13にする。
12.5、15.4だったんですよね。
なるほど。Okay. Yesterday is 12.4 degree. And yesterday he aimed. Next day is 15 temperature. Then now is 15. Very good. Nice work.
今日はプラス2度ぐらいを目指して再びですね、気温を高くしてやります。すみません。
This is a daki.
Daki. Daki です。
Daki, yes.
So it's like a warm to increase that temperature.
あと2度上げたいそうです。かよさん言っといて。
Yeah, they want to
今日は
increase
2度上げる予定で。
2 degrees Celsius more. Increase.
15度からさらに2度上げる予定でやっていこうという。
So from like 15 Celsius to 17 Celsius, they are targeting it.
Look at those healthy bubbles.
素晴らしい。これは何のやつ？
素晴らしいですね。
これは楽風米の絞りたてになる純米酒です。
へえ。楽風米。
So they are using that, yeah, Raku fumai, sake rice is Raku fumai, and making a junmai bottle.
And 絞りたて did he say?
これは This is a 木本です。
木本。
十分バブルにましたので、分析から酵母が十分増えていることが分かったら、品温を下げ始めようと思っています。
もうかなり完成しているものだそうです。
It's almost they are done by the bubble, and so that's why they are trying to stop the fermentation and trying to reduce the temperature, decrease the temperature to stop fermentation process.
すごい泡が違うの分かりました？これ食上元と木本で泡の立ち方が違うんです。食上元はすごいスムーズな泡で、木本はすごい粘性のある泡が立ちます。
So that for the quick fermentation, the sokujomoto is the bubble is very smooth, and but kimoto is more sticky bubble.
Thank you. ありがとう。次、船。そこから上に乗って上何回見せてもらって。そこの気をつけて。そこから上に乗ってもらって。And then next is 船。Okay. The
pressing machine.
This is 上野さんのリクエスト2。船を上から今映しまして。皆さんワーカーになったつもりで見てくださいって。すごい深いんですよ。Very deep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little bit different from other companies. That's why I want him to show you guys how deep they are, and a little bit narrower but longer too.
Good request, Ueno-san.
So cute.
We have two fune. One is newest one, and another is 50 years old. 50年使ってます。
Wow.
Okay. じゃあ、次いきます。
I love how organized it is.
This is amazing.
Yeah, they are washing the koji buta every day, so they are trying to keep clean.
Yeah.
いい？そのままでいいよ。高橋君も紹介する。彼も、he's Takashi 君。He's a leader of brewing and agriculture. もろみ見せて。
おはようございます。
おはようございます。
高橋さん。
おはようございますって。おはようございますって。今仕込み1号。
So this is the first tank we started.
楽風米の新種ですのもろみです。
So that the first tank using that Raku fumai and moromi.
絞る予定。The filtration day is maybe November 10th, and this sake is faster than Beaujolais Nouveau.
そうです。
Raku fumai is early harvest rice and good for early sake.
そう、新米新種。そうです。
The first tank.
Okay. で次が、next is Do you know なんだっけ三段仕込み？ This is the first step. 添え。今日添えた。This morning we made a 初添え。This is 初添え。
The first step for making a moromi, and this morning they just made it.
It's a baby.
Yeah.
And
moves like a baby.
After tomorrow, we make a second step. to the big tank.
So tomorrow is 踊りですね。あさっては、
中添
なんて言うんだっけ、セカンドマウンティン、なんて言うんでしたっけ、それ中仕込み、
中添
英語でなんて言うんでしたっけ、
中添でいいです。
Second edition.
Yes.
Tomorrow is 踊り、after tomorrow is 中添。Okay? まあこんな感じですよ。
Even though he said it's a big tank, his tank is so smaller than most of the brewery, you know? You see.
It's also interesting. They're not doing it all in the same tank. So he did the first step in a smaller tank, and then they'll move it to the larger tank. I thought that was really interesting. Yeah.
社長は大きなタンクっておっしゃってますけど、日本の酒造メーカーさんの中で使っているタンクと比べると小さい方じゃないですか。で、あと今このただそのタンクもいくつか時間とともに別のタンクに移していくっていうやり方をしていますよね。
はい、そうですね。はい。
I think when I talk about Izumibashi in the future, the only thing I'm going to have to say is big koji room, small tanks.
泉橋のことを話すときに社長聞こえてますか？
はいはい。
レイチェルが泉橋のことを将来話すときには麹部屋は大きくってタンクは小さい蔵だっていうふうに説明しましょうと。
はい、ありがとうございます。面白いです。でもその方がいいです。いい説明です。
いい質問が来ちゃいました。ハラルドさんから
社長一人質問ヘラルドさんの方から質問があるそうです。はい。レイチャー？
確かにヤブタは蔵の中にいるんですけど、使われてないみたいなんだけど、それがどうしてか？ Why you guys have a yabuta, but why do you not?
ヤブタマシンがあったんですけど、それ使ってないんですか？見かけましたけど。
ヤブタは今使ってません。
いや、
どうして？
Why？ どうしてですか？
船の方が、easy to clean、洗いやすくて衛生的。
So keep the cleanness and compared to Yabuta, and that's why they are using that mainly 船。
ヤブタは洗うのに分解して洗浄するのに1週間かかります。
They have to using Yabuta for clean process. They have to disassemble and clean takes 1週間ですよね。1 week. 1 week to clean.
だからうちみたいな小さい蔵には船が適しています。
So as such a the small brewery and we prefer to use 船。
それともう一つ船は荒走り、中取り、攻めのなんていうフィルトレーションフラクションが明確なのでいろいろいいお酒が作れます。
Probably most people understand that the using 船they can have the different quality of the processing and the sake process like the 荒走り、中取り and tome. So with using that it's much easier to separate.
That's true. Like it's very true. Like a lot of people use the runoff, the initial first natural falling of the sake for different stuff than the last hard press, the seme, which is really rough and coarse. And the middle is supposedly the best tasting though, right?
Depends on what you prefer.
That's true.
It's true. Yeah.
Another good question from Harold was he wanted to know if the two fune are used for different sake or how you use the two fune.
社長の船がありましたけど、それはどういうふうに使いこなしているんでしょうか。
絞らなければ、プレスしなければいけないもろみがいっぱいになったとき、混んだときに2つ使います。普段は1個です。
もともとの新しい方を使われているということですね。
そうそう、新しいを使ってます。
So that they are mainly using the brand new one, the new one, and but if the moromi is get full and need more the pressing machine, then they will use the second one. Rachel, do you have any other questions before he returned to office?
There was one more good question.
もう一つ質問あります。
Somebody asked if you see both colors of dragonfly, blue and red, at the Izumibashi grounds, because they say the summer dragonflies are generally blue and the red they say the red dragonflies appear in late summer as a sign of fall.
I think we can discuss later on. We can explain that while we are tasting.
True.
Yeah, actually, can show some pictures if possible.
Yes. So we will talk about the dragonflies.
Yeah. トンボのラベルのことのデザインの色のついて質問があったんですが、テイスティングの時に社長の方から説明を後でしていただければと思います。Then, so is it okay to him to return to office?
Yeah.
No, we want to do a lot more in the brewery.
そこで見学したいそうです。
あ、そうですか。
大丈夫です。
社長どうもありがとうございます。
冗談です。お戻りください。
ありがとうございました。It was really well done. This was amazing.
So, Ueno-san, shall we start the tasting or?
Yeah, absolutely. And Tanaka-san, ありがとうございます。
We can switch the screen.
Tanaka-san.
ありがとうございます。
So we have four sake today. First one is this.
The blue bottle.
This is Izumibashi Blue Ginjo using Yamada Nishiki rice. And we're going to be waiting for him to come back to the office. But this one won this year's Kuramaster
Gold
Award.
Gold prize.
That's great.
Yeah, this actually this is the first year with Kuramaster Izumibashi apply for this competition, and then we are very pleased that we received the gold prize as a first time and first year.
Okay. So the Yamada Nishiki polish ratio 58, alcohol is 16, what was 1.1? I cannot see that. SMB is 1.1? No, acidity is 1.1. So it's rather the lightest, less acidic one, and SMB is +7. So, Shacho, welcome back to the office. And this blue label Megumi Junmai Ginjo, what is the flavor profile are you trying to achieve?
Okay. We aim the blue label flavor is very smooth and small for a good meal. Okay, and we make this sake good for sashimi or white meat, pig or chicken, and white fish, and good for good with Japanese traditional dashi.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes.
Umami broth.
Yes. This is usually number 9.
Many sushi restaurants service this sake in Japan.
What does Megumi mean? Megumi.
恵みというのはどういう意味ですか？
Megumi is blessing.
Blessing.
Blessing, yes. これですね。これちょっと見えないな。Megumi is a blessing.
Blessing, or sometimes we said a gift from the nature.
Yeah.
Brew. Yeah. So that's that. 社長どうもありがとうございます。Thanks, 社長。This one, you know, it's using 9 East, so you have more extracurricular, more apple-like stone fruits aroma. I tasted this one, and I see more. You know, this is acidity level is 1.1, but actually I feel a little bit more acidity than this, and I can see this one goes well with so many good, you know, so many different kind of food. And it has a really nice lean mouthfeel to it. Lean, but at the same time, because of that I think the polish ratio and still have the 8%, you know, than daiginjo. So you get a little bit of not bitterness, but astringency and a little bit of umami, amino acid taste to it. So this, I can see this one goes well with so many food, and it's not sweet. You know, lately many ginjo daiginjo becoming sweet, but this one is not. And +7, that explains it too. +7, yeah. Okay, that's the first one is Yamada Nishiki. The second one is the Raku fumai junmai ginjo.
I love the label so much.
So it's
the little rice stalks look like they're going in a bit of a heart
and a
shape.
heart.
Yeah, it's a heart shape. Yep.
Ida-san, can you switch the screen?
Yeah.
社長。
はい。
Again, I ask you the same question. What are you trying to achieve on this one too?
これはどういう感じでどういうふうに作りましたか？
このお酒はですね、すごくこう味と香りがクリアで、クリーンでクリアなテイスト、透明感、それから料理を邪魔しないなんていうか優しいテイストに作っています。
So this is a very clean, clear, and also that will not interfere the food tasting, food pairing.
山田錦のような味のしっかりした感じよりもう少し優しい感じので、ちょっと白ワインを合わせるような酸味があります。
Yeah.
So the Yamada Nishiki has a more bold taste, but this Raku fumai is more like soft, and also the aroma and taste, the palate is more wine-like taste and light and fruity flavor.
And one of the parents is Gohyakumangoku, right? Which is a little more shy and than a table rice. So yeah, I imagine it's a little more delicate than Yamada Nishiki.
Abe-san, can you ask Hashiba-san a quick question about the Raku fumai? Because half of the parentage is table rice, does that mean that the Raku fumai dissolves more easily in the mash?
ラクフマイの親というか掛け合わせが500万石とあとどんとこいですけど、どんとこいは半米の方になってます。そうすると溶けやすくなっているとか、なんか普通の酒米と違って特徴はありますか？作ってる時に。
お米を作る時はとてもラクフマイは丈が低いので育てやすい。食べるお米の丈が低いの遺伝子が生きています。
Yeah, they have the gene that from the dontokoi, which is the table rice, and when they are growing the rice plant, the Raku fumai, the height is shorter than regular average sakamai rice plant.
もう一つはお酒を作る時に関しては、山田錦ではなくて500万石の遺伝子を持っているので、割と東北の綺麗な淡麗辛口的な味わいのお酒が作れて、山田錦と違いがあるのですごく助かっています。
So when they are brewing using Raku fumai, and they have a good characteristic from the father of the 500万石, so which means more like dry and cream, so more characteristic similar with most the sake rice northern region of Japan.
で、あとですね、 すごく精米の心拍が割とこうちょっと少なめなので精米のしやすいお米です。なので本当に小さくきれいに磨けるお米です。
Okay. Also, when they are milling the polishing rice, and the center, usually the sake rice has a white part, but this Raku fumai has a very small shinpaku, and so it's meaning very easy to grind and polishing.
社長、is this 原酒
No, 原酒じゃないですね。
17% だけど原酒じゃない。
はい。
はい、OK. Got it.
There's an interesting conversation in the chat about the name Raku fumai, where mai is not like rice. The kanji is different from the kanji for rice. It is like the kanji for dance. Is that right?
Dancing.
Yeah, so I'd like to ask before we move on, why is it called Raku fumai?
どうしてそういう名前がついたんでしょう、ラクフマイという名前が。あとはその米というのが米じゃなくて舞う方の米になってますけど、この名前はどういうふうについたんでしょうか。
名前をつけたのは農林水産省の人なんですが、泉橋のトンボのために名前をつけたんじゃないかと勝手に想像しています。トンボみたいです。ドラゴンフライ。
Yeah, the Raku fumai was developed by the Norin Suisansho, which is the agricultural department, the ministry, and the name was, but we just assume, he just wishing or assume this naming was after our dragonfly, because Raku is enjoy, and Fu is wind, and Mai is dancing. So the tombo is like the dragonfly is flying in the sky and enjoying the wind.
ね、これはドラゴンフライの子、ラバーズ。
It's a couple for the dragonfly for the fall.
Awesome. All right. Well, we'll definitely hear more.
This one, because of the Raku fumai, because of that and table rice, so this has a more savory character to it, and also it's spicy, and you almost get like a peppery and also minty too. First time I tasted this sake, it's really minty and spicy. I think that's coming from table rice having lots of proteins in it, and digestion of the proteins becomes those flavors, I think, and it's very nice, and acidity is pretty refreshing and crisp. So I thought this was like totally foodie sake, and first time I tasted this one, I wanted to have so many different food too. Okay, next one.
All right, next one.
Kuroto Black Dragonfly Kimoto style with Yamada Nishiki 65% and acidity is 1.3, and then sake metabolic is high. So here you go, Shacho. Another introduction, please.
これについての説明をお願いします。
はい。まずは、Black Dragonfly label is 2 years matured sake.
It's aged sake.
Yeah, aged sake. 2 years aged sake is a Black Dragonfly label. And this sake is good with meat, roast meat, or soy sauce or miso. Okay? And blue label is good with Japanese dashi. Good sake. This sake is good with miso or soy sauce. Okay? And then beef and the bonito.
So like lighter proteins and dishes for Blue Label, and then a little bit heavier, heartier dishes for Keep the Black Dragonfly. So how is it, Ueno-san?
I like his style because all the sake he's make is drier side, and it's very refreshing, and on the palate, it's so present how crisp these three sakes are, and lighter, and it goes down so smooth and clean, very clean. But at the same time, it has that amino acid, so you have a umami at the same time. And this one, I can drink this all night. And I'm hoping, this is available in US now, so that the people can enjoy all this 4. I mean, but we're gonna have another one, but yeah.
I think we see maybe a little bit more frequently that Yamahai sakes are aged for a little while before they're released. I'm interested in what he thinks the difference is in the Kimoto when it ages in the brewery compared to a Yamahai.
ヤマハイわかりました？
ね、一応焼くって言ってもらっていいですか？間違ってると思う。
ヤマハイでこの頃やはり熟成して出されているところが多くなってくるっていうのがサラさんの意見なんですけども、木本とヤマハイでその熟成されているお酒の違いっていうのはどういうことでしょうか？
作ってる時の方が違いが大きいんですけど、いいですか？ヤマハイと木本の作ってるwhile making sakeのdifference of 木本 and ヤマハイ。木本作り for making 木本 need なんていうか、ホールラミン、山おろし。
そうですね。
Yes. The whole process we have to do by hand.
And山おろし is very important working. And when we did a 山おろし、and after making shubo, the working is very smooth and なんていうのかな、easy control to temperature and easy control to shubo. But Yamahai is no 山おろし and 山おろし shubo is in our brewery case, 山おろし shubo is very difficult to control because no 山おろし。Okay? だから山おろしをやった方が後の管理がすごいきれいにいくんですよ。だから狙ったお酒を木本のが作りやすい。で、山ハイをやめたんです。
As his experience compared to Kimoto, which means Yamaoroshi, and the other one is Yamahai. And from his experience, that the Kimoto method is more easy to control, include the temperature and all and the process compared to the Yamahai method. So that's why he decided to keep the Kimoto method. で、
昔両方やってたんです。
So his brewery used to make both method. They used to, use both Yamahai and Kimoto method.
でも今は木本だけにしちゃいました。
So they end up like only using that Kimoto method. で、その熟成に関しては社長の方は何かご意見はありますか？ヤマハイと木本の熟成の違いっていうのは何かそのお酒を絞った後に何かありますか？
ですね、やっぱり木本の方がなんか狙ったような綺麗を想像ができる熟成をしてくれるイメージがある。
So with Kimoto for the aging process, he can imagine, he can plan the result.
ヤマハイはなんかこうワイルドなんで。ちょっとどっち行くかわからない。
I think you understand it, right?
Yeah, that's so interesting. 面白い。ありがとうございます。
So the Yamaha is not predictable for that, the result.
すごいいい質問ありがとうございます。
It was a very good question.
All right. Did you have any closing thoughts on this sake, Uno-san?
No, I want you to everybody to buy and taste it.
And also this one is good for the warm sake, lukewarm sake. For this winter,
absolutely. Try it warmed up a little. All right, let's move on to the final. Oh,
final
one. Sorry. All right, we have Red Label Megumi Junmai Genshu.
This is very strong taste and the Genshu.
Right. And Genshu is basically a sake that hasn't had any water added to it.
No, there's still,
Yeah.
これなんでこのお酒を作ってるかですよね。はい。We make this label, red label. This sake is good with maybe 味の濃いってなんだ。味の濃い料理。例えば粉物、お好み焼きとか。
Oh, that you know that it's a very good matching with the like
stronger flavored food.
Yeah, greasy food and also stronger and flavor and fattening and fried, and also like using that a lot of the spice, include that the garlic, and like a Japanese dish we call okonomiyaki, which is like Japanese style pancake.
Did he also say shuto?
What?
Did he also say shuto? Did he also say it was good with shuto? Did I hear that? I thought I heard him say that. That's amazing.
社長、他に何か美味しいマッチするのにいい料理っていうのは何ですか？
焼肉、バーベキューです。バーベキュー。
Barbecue. So definitely cuts through grease.
Yeah, grease.
Yeah.
バーベキューやっていて、ずっとビール飲んでるとお腹いっぱいになっちゃうじゃないですか。
So while you were doing the barbecuing and drinking a beer is too bubbly and fill up soon. So, but drinking this.
でもこの辛口のドライな原酒はバーベキューソースとかお肉の油を口の中スパッと流してくれる。リ
So
フレッシュ
this
してくれ
one
る。
is that dry, and so this can wash out your the mouth feeling that from the very heavy the barbecue sauce. And clears your mouth.
だからこっちのブルーラベルがいわゆる純粋和食、こっちがそのいわゆる無国籍な料理みたいなイメージです。
So the blue for good for the traditional Japanese cuisine, and the red is good for the more like the European or American style, cuisine.
Great. Wow. And just to clarify, when I said no water was added, I meant no additional water was added. So Ueno-san, what are your thoughts on the sake?
This is a savory type, of course, and rich with a depth, complex and layered flavor of so many umami. And oh my God, I visited him, and his restaurant. You guys has to go to his restaurant and taste all this 4 or 5 or more. He has so many different kind of sake. I mean, all his sake is, when we visit them, we are kind of tired, because I was there for a sake tour. So I was kind of tired of, drinking sake with, and I start tasting his sake and his food at his restaurant. And I was like, I probably tasted more than, much more than any other places I visited that time. So his sake is really goes well with food. I mean, I think he's trying, everything he does, his sake has to be, set up for, preparing his food. And this one, I think he said it's a richer, heavier flavor dish. It would be good. And Sarah, what do you think about, I forgot to ask you about kimoto because you have tasted this black dragon kimoto jikomi. What do you think about pairing with this one besides what he said?
I mean, I think he covered a lot of it. I mean, to me, it's interesting because this has been mellowed a little bit. So it with some kimotos, they come out with much higher acidity, and this I think is a little bit softer. But for me, a lot of kimoto sakes have the ability to pair with some higher fat foods. As well, like so certain types of meats can go beautifully, and then also the pickles, like gently pickled dishes that have higher acidity. When you have a slightly more lactic character in a sake, those two things can balance out very, very well. So there's a lot of opportunity with kimoto, and I think they have very high umami levels as well, which helps to sort of bring out more flavors in the food that you're eating. So anything salty as well would just be spectacular. So
I love how he controls, he balances out with alcohol and acidity and sake meter value, because when alcohol is high, acidity, a little bit low or high, and then he balances out with SMB, become +7, +5, and so on. So it's very interesting what he does. And I'm not going to say anything else, and I think we should have a time for question Q&A more.
Yes.
For the attendees to ask him more questions.
Awesome. So I think I'll turn the slides back over to Hashiba-san. Is that okay?
社長、スライドオープンできますか？
じゃあさっきの残りを、
途中から、はい、
こっちで共有していいんですか？
はい、お願いします。
ちょっと待って。
社長、乾杯するの忘れちゃった。It's okay. We'll do that later.
で、大丈夫。
はい。で、その次のページ、続けてください。
はい。じゃあ次、これですね。These are our Izumibashi labels. Left is a traditional Izumibashi in Japanese. And the right is a dragonfly labels. And we designed the life of dragonfly for labels. In the winter label, you can see the egg dragonfly. Dragonfly egg is under the snowman. You can see. And in summer is a blue baby. Japanese name is Yago. English name is Rubber. And last is rubbers in the autumn label. Autumn is good season for next generation of egg of dragonfly.
The mating season, I think, right?
Okay. In Japan, in many izakaya or restaurant, people love these dragonflies life of label. Let's see. Okay, and this is now currently available in the USA and Los Angeles. Okay.
Sorry, before we move
right now.
Sorry, before we move forward, I wanted to answer that question that we had. Like, does the blue dragonfly appear in summer and the red one in late summer or fall?
今質問があって、ブルーのラベル、トンボのラベルは夏で、赤は秋なんでしょうかっていう質問。
それは関係ないですね。全部一年中です。オールシーズン。
質問は実はその虫自体が
虫が色変わります？秋と夏で。
変わります。秋は赤くなるんです。秋、autumn is a red dragonfly, but summer is not so red, maybe orange color.
Okay. Wow. Okay. So in the fall it is red, but a little bit earlier than that, it's more like orange.
Yep.
Okay. Great. Let's move on. I hope that answered the question.
これもいいや、もっと回して。で、それからもう一個。で、これいいんだけど説明して。
ちょっと軽く言ってください。お願いします。
And this sake is our dragonfly gold kimoto and the Raku fumai. Okay, Raku fumai 35% polishing and the kimoto Jumeda ginjo. It's very our 特別なsignature label coming soon in USA. Okay.
Yeah, we are on the registration and we got also Cramaster Platinum Prize this year.
そんなもんかな。それぐらいで OK です。あとじゃあ次。
次。
これはいいですか？
軽く。Also the photo that
あとここにある、and now we are starting to export this sake. One is one of Jumai Daiginjo of Yamadanishiki and sparkling sake and umeshu by Junmaishu. Okay?
Jumai Daiginjo.
Jumai Daiginjo, yes. から次お願いします。画面ない。どこでいいか。And this is our restaurant information. Okay. From 4 years ago, we want a restaurant where it's located in front of Ebina Station. You can get an excellent sake experience and good pairing. The restaurant name is Kuramoto Kako Izumibashi. When you visit our brewery, I recommend you come to our restaurant and please drink with me. Okay.
Right now.
社長、how far from Tokyo Station? 東京駅からhow far?
東京駅から60分、60 minutes from Tokyo Station.
It's
I'll be
so
there in
modern.
16 hours.
I know.
If you're in Japan, if you stay in Tokyo, I mean, you should take you can go there, visit the brewery, go afternoon, and visit the brewery, and then eat the dinner here. So half day tour. It's
Yeah, there's other tour scheduling on a weekend. And so first of all, you can go to the brewery tour, then you can have the food pairing at the Kuramoto Kako.
And also, that the employees working at the floor, at the restaurant, there, the brewery workers are there too. They are there to, get a feedback from the customer. So I forgot, Sacho, how often your brewery workers are in the restaurant? How often?
蔵の人たちがレストランでも働いてると思うんですが、どういう形のスケジュールというか、ローテーションというか、そういうので働いてますでしょうか。
例えば2週間レストランで2週間蔵とか1ヶ月交代とか、あとは研修で入ったりとかしてます。
So depend on the rotation is based on the scheduling, but 2 weeks at the restaurant and 2 weeks in a brewery, or sometimes that 1 month every another month switching it, and depends on that also doing the training. So depends on that season and their scheduling.
Thank you.
じゃあ、next 次お願いします。And the next page is we hope you follow us on social media. Here are the links. And since our brand ambassador Kayoko-san is here in the state, after the COVID-19 is over, we will visit you and have some event together.
Please.
And then, okay, and then thank you so much for your attention. Your business is very important to us. We appreciate having you as a part of the Izumibashi family. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank
you. Wow.
Sacho, you're amazing. Your English is much better than me, and the word, the vocabulary you use that I don't use, very difficult, big words in there too. And I'm like, God, he's really good. And
we have some questions though for a few more questions from the group. What Harold asked earlier, you still have a little bit of rice left to harvest? Is there still a little bit of rice or is it all already harvested?
Mm-hmm.
The rice?
The rice?
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Is all the rice already harvested? Or is there still a little left to harvest?
もう稲刈りは全部終わってますか？
いや、まだですね、あと1週間分か。we have to 2 weeks for more harvest.
Okay. Right.
Last is Yamada Nishiki.
And how is the quality this year? Is it?
Yeah, okay. This summer is very hot, but the quality of Yamada Nishiki is very good. So we are very surprised. We are very surprised.
Nice too.
Really
Yeah,
good.
I'm glad it turned out well.
Farmers, they are very happy.
Happy.
Yes.
Probably because you guys take so much care with it, right? Let's put a lot of care into
ちゃん
raising
と
them.
稲を育てているから結果が良くなってるんですね。
いや、お天道様のおかげです。
About sunshine.
Right. And I think people want to know, do you guys also make shochu?
あと焼酎作ってますか？
焼酎作ってます。入り口に焼酎。すぐそこね。Yes. This year is the first year of our shochu production.
You
That's
saw
exciting.
you saw the slide when he talks about the leftover sakekasu, and he makes this shochu, sakekasu shochu. And after that, after the sakekasu is distilled, he gave them to the chicken. I mean, and then he will have a good egg from that. Because those sakekasu has a lot of nutrients and in it.
Amino acid, and so that's a very tasty feed, and so chicken love it. And egg is
still. Sorry. Do you distill in the brewery?
Yes, he's making that. The custody shochu there.
YouTube チェックしてくれって言ってください。
So please watch that YouTube. You know, they are interested in that the custody shochu making.
でも日本語だけだね。
But sorry, it's only the title is only Japanese. But you can see the video.
And I have a couple more questions about the products. So does Izumibashi make any namazake? And do you make any vinegar with the lees?
泉橋で生酒とあとお酢も作ってますか？
醤油を作ってます。ソイソース。
They making it a soy sauce.
ソイソース and 味噌、ソイビーン、味噌。
ソイビーンペースト。
ちょうだい。
社長、その味噌は酒粕と作ってるの？それとも全然違って自分たちのレストラン用に販売用に作ってる？
そうです。味噌は販売用で、神奈川県に在来のトラディショナルな津久井在来大豆っていうのがあって、その大豆を守ろうという運動に泉橋は頑張っていて、そのトラディショナル大豆と山田錦の麹で味噌を作っています。
そうかそうか。In the Kanagawa prefecture, that where Izumibashi located, and there is an heirloom that soybeans. So they are trying to keep the traditional soybeans and making the miso paste and using Yamada Nishiki koji, and so making a great miso paste.
で、その同じ大豆を使って醤油は友達の醤油蔵に作ってもらってます。
For the soy sauce, he asked a friend who owned the soy sauce brewery, and they are using the same material that the soy sauce. The soybeans, and making a soy sauce.
So actually, Harold in the chat says that him and his wife love the miso and shoyu that they got when they visited last year.
去年視聴者の方で去年蔵にいらっしゃった方で醤油とお味噌を買っていただいた方でとても気に入っていただいたらしいです。
心からありがとうって言いたいです。
He thanks you from the bottom of his heart.
Thank you.
And Ida-san, I just want to have additional information about Dragonfly. I just got the message from Kanabe-san. And the Dragonfly, we have a lot of different Dragonfly in the Izumibashi, the tambo, the rice field. And one is like red, but some is that the blue. And so depends on that the people watching that the different kind of Dragonfly. And so the color is different, unfortunately, yeah.
Okay. Hopefully that answered the question.
Yeah, maybe you can search that tombo in a Google, so you can see the different color.
Yeah, so if you Google the dragonflies, you might be able to see the different colors.
Yeah, image, yeah.
And how long does it take to polish down the rice to 50%?
精米で 50% まで精米部合する場合、どのくらい時間かかりますか？
Maybe 30 hours. で、お米がいいと、the rice is good. When the rice is good, hour of polishing hour is more long. But the rice is no good. Polishing hour is more shorter.
Right. Okay. So it depends on the condition of the rice. It could be longer or shorter, but about 30 hours, right?
30時間っていうのが大体平均ですか？
大体そのくらいで 50% だと。もうちょっとかかるかな？ちょっと。
Oh, longer. I think longer.
突然なんで、ちょっとごめんなさい。
多分教科書には50時間と書いてありますので。
50時間。
はい。
I think a textbook would say that to be about
50 hours.
そうですね、around 48 hours or so to do it. So, yeah.
次の前に調べておきます。
So, but he will check it by until next time.
So we're having next time.
Yay!
Yay!
あれちょっと。
しまったっ
But
て。
he promised it.
So I don't think there are any other questions.
I have a question, 社長。社長, what's your new project you're working on right now?
今なんか新しい企画はありますか？
今年の仕込みで
何でも。
あります。
秘密？
いや、秘密じゃないけど、ありますよ。はい。一つは、中華、辛い、スパイシーな中華に合うお酒を出します。辛くても大丈夫みたいな。
Yeah, he's trying to make a sake especially for the Chinese food using a lot of hot spice and trying to make the bottle pair with that kind of dish.
I wanted to ask about the Shinriki rice, the Shinriki, a little bit. I understand that maybe that rice, they stopped growing it in Hiroshima and then they brought it back. And I'm interested in what is he doing with the Shinriki? What makes it special?
新力が広島で止まったのを今こちらで栽培されているのですが、それはどうされますか？
ですね、ちょっと難しい話なんですけど、
It's a long story.
でもなんかね、細々続けていきたいなとは思ってます。
でも後で、it's too much to do now. I would like to hear another time about the Shinriki rice, please. お願いします。
That means we definitely.
またじゃあ次の機会に話していただければと。
Yes, so we'll definitely have a second round. And just to end off, there are a couple comments that we've been getting. Like, thank you so much for doing this. It's always great to hear Hashiba-san's perspective on sake. And I think Gordon said this earlier, but このようなユニークなツアー、今までで最高のツアーです。
そうでした。
Yeah. So thank you so much. And I believe Ueno-san, well, actually, does Abe-san or Hashiba-san have any ending comments? And I believe Ueno-san has one final thing to say at the end.
社長どうぞ。
今回はありがとうございました。Thank you for this nice occasion for us. And maybe 2 years ago, Ueno-san came to my brewery, and Ueno-san know about my company very well. And this seminar and tour, Ueno-san give me many requests. Thank you, Ueno-san. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Ueno-san.
Thank you, Ueno.
Thank you, everyone. 皆さんもありがとうございます。
Thank you. Any other ending comments from anybody else?
I think that I just saw that some people are wondering where they can buy Izumibashi. So if you go to the Hashiba-san or Izumibashi Facebook, I made a list of the shop and restaurant where to buy or drink. So please try and buy Izumibashi, please.
Yes. Awesome. Thank you so much for doing that. And if you don't see your preferred retailer or restaurant, please make sure to request Izumibashi, put them on the map, and maybe hopefully you'll start seeing it at those restaurants and retailers soon.
Yes, they will. They will. Yes.
Any other closing comments? No? All right. Ueno-san, I believe you wanted to do.
Oh, I forgot. For everyone, for everyone's health, and Hashiba-san, thank you for doing this, and also thank you everyone for participating this attending this webinar. Thank you very much, and we'll keep doing this many more. And next week we will have a Tatsuriki, by the way, but I hope I will see you guys there too. And Hashiba-san, thank you very much. Kanpai.
Thank you very much.
Kanpai.
乾杯。ありがとうございました。Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you guys so much. You can definitely check out any of our other events on our Sake School of America website. But thank you once more for Hashiba Shacho and Abe-san for coming out and doing this with us. She was a great translator. Thank you so much.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Thank
you know,
Very good.
she did great. And Hashiba-san, your English is amazing.
I think that you know, as he promised, so we will have a second round, and please let us know what kind of things you know you want to watch or you want to know. So we will prepare, and Hashiba-san will train the you know the speaking English.
Yeah, he's gonna have so many requests from other country too, like Singapore, Taiwan, Hong Kong, China, European countries, and they're gonna ask you now. They know you did good, so good luck. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you, everybody.
ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。楽しかった。
どうもありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。
さよなら。
バイバイ。
We'll see you next time.